Alrighty then, we are back. Alright, he's on his way. So we need to go check out the traps. Trapped near the boathouses, west of the Feld building. So that's this way. Okay, alright. So we're headed over in this direction. That's right, we are back. This section of the coast hasn't been used in decades.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently.
It says confidentially, which means something completely different.
When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, one down, 3 to go.
Say nothing, just put the trap down. None of these project strength in the right way.
You set the apparatus back on the ground, among the reeds.
Leave. Alright, there's one. Check the trap morale just set up. Okay, so we can... He should be gone now, because we've checked on one of these. So let's just go back to the one that was right there. I don't think it matters what order we do these in. There we go.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But
Look around.
the reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake. It's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself.
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
He smiles and raises his collar. It's windy. Okay, trap at Land's End, far northeast of the Feld building. Okay, so we gotta like hook up. Yeah, actually, there's probably no sense in going up there. We can just go around this way. Save ourselves the zigzag of the stairs right over there. Boom, we skipped it. Nice. And then one is to the south of where we are now. Hold tab. See if anything shows up. Here it is. This was not here before.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist.
Look around.
The reeds sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
Reach for the trap.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we are done.
His face is red from the cold sea air. He crouches to catch his breath. You getting tired?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
He's short-winded. The sentence ends there. Canal cross southeast of the village. Okay, south and east, so down and to the right. Oh gosh, the wrong way. Thank you. Oh, door. I want to go underneath. Oh. Don't mind if I do. South and east, so... Oh, this leads out on the ice. We need to go further south. Keep holding tab, see where we see. Should be by a slab of concrete, if I recall correctly. Let's talk to these guys real quick.
Tequila Sunset.
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages.
What about this guy?
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Good to see you too, friend.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
I'm off. Wait, why does a bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
Nod, let him speak.
You know, it's funny, actually.
He bursts out laughing, and takes 3 gulps of Pilsner and stares at you intently. What is?
What?
What do you mean, what? What did you think was funny earlier?
This guy.
He says and shakes his index finger at you.
Conversation might bring a discount, no?
Where'd you get the bottle of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
It's a good ship. I should remember. That sounds dangerous.
It was. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Okay, how?
The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies.
He gets an excited gleam in his eyes.
Swipe 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila. What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Can I smell it first?
Yeah, be careful. It's extremely flammable. 1 spark and the entire city of Revachol is wiped off the map.
Feels like someone set a mustard field ablaze right inside your nose, then drenched it in tear gas. Your nose is a singular source of pain, but at the same time you don't remember the last time you felt so alive. In all fairness, that might be attributed to the retrograde amnesia.
So, what's the deal, friend? Want the spirits or not?
I think it will prove useful, yes.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now.
Here's the money for the spirits.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
I'm off.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
He waves you off. Oh, this guy. Redhead girl.
Time's cold, Abigail.
Have you seen any women around here lately?
Abigail? Abigail, where are you? I'm cold, Abigail.
Well, that was useless. Now, where the heck is this trap? It's not over here, is it? What is over here?
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly.
What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade.
That is enough.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Seems like I can't go there, at least yet. Okay. Is it over here? Is this what I'm looking for? Like, is it by the... Let's see what this says. Near the canal you crossed. Yeah. Okay. So it is all the way by the canal. Here it is. Surprised he didn't check it on his way back.
It takes you a moment, but finally you spot the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds.
Look around.
The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. You see slabs of concrete north. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Reach for the trap.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locust. No phasmid either. But still.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
Yeah, it probably wasn't that fast, but so Morel needs to know.
We did sort of promise to tell them, didn't we?
He seems to regret the fact.
A cold gust of air dries your sweaty face, and you look to the dark shadow of the felled building in the distance, drawing you to it. What a strange sensation. Once this is done, should you ask the wind again?
Alright, back across. Phasmids. What did we get? Items. This liquid has an unearthly blue tint, the kind that might or might not, but definitely does glow in the dark. This 98.7 pure alcohol. Keep it away from an open flame. It's worth $8. Good to know. We got... Perfect necktie is getting ready for the end game. For the love of God, do not remove it till the magic happens. Oh. Okay, let's put on my horrific necktie then. Where is it? That's scented scarf. Where's horrific necktie? Here it is. Come on. Oh, slow moving. But that's life sometimes. Sometimes it just takes an amount of time to do a thing. Like if this were a text adventure where you couldn't walk around, I don't think it'd be particularly enjoyable. So I guess I don't mind the fact that this takes some time sometimes. Probably in here with Leno, right? I'm gonna have to come up with money for the day. That's fine. I've got a few things that should probably tide us over, right? Yeah, I think so. Here he is. Who's that?
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Just doing my job, ma'am.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie. Mexican origin. The pin is an antique. Quite special.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
You never told me you'd seen the Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the Phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But, darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
That is a way bigger compliment than it sounds like. Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5 and a half in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
She'd just started forming memories. Real memories. Not the billowy haze of infanthood.
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian Phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
You're on a date?
Our first, yes.
Its limbs are white?
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
He closes his notes and gives her a simple smile.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day. Children make up stories and then end up believing them.
Maybe you imagined it, Lena?
How could she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about the phasmid. This is the main thing here. What makes it a confirmed sighting? She had no previous knowledge of the insect.
So she couldn't have made it up or imagined it.
That's true, yes. I'm almost certain neither my mother nor my grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, "Lena,
She lowers her voice, imitating a boy.
you trying to tell us you saw the Insulindian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here." They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it.
Thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get
finally
up
get
and
to
walk
take this off.
right into the reeds on her own. Into the mud. Anywhere.
Okay, that's all for now, ma'am. Let's talk to Morel. Tell him about the traps.
Ha ha! Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
Oh, this stuff is sticky. Painful.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial. But inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And?
And one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
The cryptozoologist's eyes grow wide.
Surprise, tempered with fear and trepidation. He doesn't know what to think yet. Maybe you're joking?
Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locust, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Man, I'm such a baby.
Of course, more clever.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
I feel like it's behoove, not behove.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Are you sure you've exhausted all the alternative explanations?
Of course we have.
Wait, Morel. He may have a point. We have an obligation to rule out other hypotheses.
You're right, dear. It's a fair point. But what other explanation could there be? Pardon me. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now. And brought some great news too. My gratitude and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened? Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out the window, impatiently.
Okay, interfacing. Quick, let's min-max. Feel like... Yep, that's interfacing. Oh, this is cool. That's super cool. Is that a tie? Oh, interesting. Anyways, this one back. Let's go back to looking for interfacing. Our gloves are already +2 interfacing. Come on, interfacing. Okay, let's make sure we don't have anything that's minus interfacing. Nope, we're good. Alright. Develop an alternative theory.
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
Develop an alternative theory about the missing locusts.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locusts.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bugs?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
It doesn't sound like it's really his favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Oh, Kuno.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs.
He's not wrong.
Morel, it's
There we
been
go.
fun.
Free
Really.
arm.
But I need a bath, and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
My skin is still speckled. I don't know if you guys can catch it, but... Ugh.
No need to apologise, Geary. You've been more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
I'll get going.
Very generous of you to help us out, officer. I'm sure glad to be back from that little excursion. I mean, officers.
Thank you for your cooperation. Alright, he doesn't have anything else to say. We're cool. Time to go talk to Kuno. Off we go. We got what we needed out of that side character. He had the armor. We got the armor. We're good. Man, it feels like we're really banging on all cylinders and making good progress lately. Alright, let's get ready for this little shit's irritating voice.
Fuck does Kuno care?
You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts.
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Find out the real reason why the trap was empty. Local kids might know. Okay, does Kuno S know?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
You there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
I'll die before... What's this kid shit? Fucking...
Get the fuck out.
I'll die before... Murder was...
What's going on, Kuno?
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
Okay. Find out the real reason why the trap was empty. Local kids might know. Okay, so we gotta go check the other kids. I have a feeling that the kids weren't involved and they're just making us do this for due diligence sake.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Okay. Reconstruct the movement.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber.
This is fascinating. I love visual calculus. This would have been cool way to play. It's too bad we're dumb.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. Why that pang of guilt again?
What happened next?
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building, before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
This is where I started off with my motor carriage before sinking it in the sea.
No wonder the cafeteria manager seemed frustrated when he was giving us directions to the yard. Well, you did provide us with a very convenient access point to the crime scene.
I think I got it. Alright. Onward we go. Oh, come on. Hustle up, boys. Back across the canal we go. Nope, it's up here. Just gotta go talk to those little kids in the village. Nope, not up here. Come on, buds. Let's go. There we go.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Kids, have you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
One of the twins looks up, his mouth slightly open.
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
Then we're definitely doing it.
You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Maybe there's some kind of reason why they're laughing. An interesting reason, somehow tied to the case.
What are you laughing about?
The boy stops laughing and looks at his toes. Oh, okay. So now he's shy. Now he's not talking. Just wobbling around like he's afraid of something.
Is little Lily your sister?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
That's it? You being laconic about it?
It doesn't look like he knows what that means.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
You're bad with kids.
What are you, Kidmaster General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Bye, kids. Take care. Alright, what other kids are around? Then take a look around the yard. Oh, damn. Oh, gosh. This is what I get for not reading. It wasn't the kids over here. It was saying, hey, look at the yard that Kuno's in, and then question him about it more. Oh, gosh. If only I had any reading comprehension skills. Seems like that would be useful for a game where you read everything that happens. It's okay, we're making it. Here we go. Back across. Slow. Slow, I know. But, you know, that's the price of business these days. It's nice, you know, streaming with low pressure. I don't really have to worry about much.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Any, locusts?
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Okay. Nothing here. Maybe it's in his, like, little shed back here? Oh, here we go. Locusts. It's crawling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
The lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook, and turns to you.
Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Stop being so sarcastic, Kim.
Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making real progress here.
I should talk to Kuno about this. Get him to stop.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Kim, that was unnecessarily rude. I mean, I get that he thinks we're wasting a little bit of time here, but, like, gosh. I feel like he's so, like, supportive, and right now he's being so judgmental. Kim, come on. You're my bud. Same team.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
So it wasn't a phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town?
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
What are you, that kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
That's great, Kuno. It's cool to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
But don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
A leaden silence fills the yard.
So that's what this is about.
That depends on the choices you make, young girl.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
What's going to happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
I have to ask, what does City of Locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
He turns his face up to the heavens.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
Okay, now that it's settled, I'd better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the
insulin...
traps?
The Insulindian phasmid.
Huh.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insulindian phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Ice cream is on the way. Okay, let's go talk to... Let's go talk to these people. Man, this game would be really fun if I'd played it like just in a bunch of evenings in a row rather than over the course of several months. Like, it's enjoyable now, but like, man, I could see myself really getting into it. You just kind of like gotta get over the hump, you know? Stay in the groove. Come on.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid, Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So he was just a child.
He purses his lips, crestfallen.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid, or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
The aging cryptozoologist breaks into a hideous coughing fit.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
Damn it, maybe I can still restock the trap for you? We've come too far. I'm gonna restock the trap. Let's do this.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine, it's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center. This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that.
Absolutely. All right, let's keep going. Box of locusts. We can sell it for 128. Interesting. You can do anything to make money. Oh, come on. I want to keep making progress before we call it quits. My ice cream's almost here. There we go. Down the street. Then across the way. Luckily, it's the closest one to us. I'm glad that we checked them in this order. I think they set it up so that this would be the likely way that you do it. It's this one.
The trap stands empty amongst the reeds, powdered with snow. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds melancholy rustling.
This was the one.
Fantastic.
Release the locust into the empty trap.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that.
He doesn't want to. But if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on track. This better be it.
Now report to Lena and the Whirling. Come on. Thought we needed to check the traps first, but apparently not. Ice cream is a couple of minutes away. Oh, I'm excited. Man, when that happens, we might take a pause, and then we might do a fourth little session today, which is uncommon. But I feel like I want to know where this Phasmin stuff is going. And I want to be able to sit and eat ice cream and chill with you guys. And I can't do that if I turn off the stream. So I think that's what the plan is going to be. So when I get the signal that the ice cream is here, I'm going to put us on pause. But until then, let's talk to Elena.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
I restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
Her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Only the hardcore players left, huh?
Yes. Field work is a young person's game, as they say.
So who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
We'll take care of it. Something tells me it's up to me again.
No, you don't have to do that. Enough of this fool's...
Be real. Gary is not going to help with this.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Elena, what's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
You're not telling me the whole story.
I'm not. It's not that.
She doesn't know how to end the sentence. What is it?
It's, a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
And when a police officer asks, you must answer.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Look at what my delivery driver just sent me. Beautiful.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you'd seen it. You'd also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
Are you saying you made it up?
No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That, and for years his belief made me believe too.
Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta dip. I'll be right back.